What does it take to become one of the most feared and respected fighters in UFC history? Is it just about raw power, unshakable confidence, or is there something more? Something deeper that makes champions like Valentina Shevchenko so unstoppable? Today, we dive into the life and career of the Bullet, one of the most dangerous and disciplined fighters the world has ever seen. Stick around, because this is a journey that goes beyond the octagon. What makes Valentina Shevchenko so unstoppable in the flyweight division? How has her unique upbringing shaped her into the champion she is today? Can anyone dethrone the queen? Or is she destined to reign forever, exceeding expectations? When you think of Valentina Shevchenko, what comes to mind? Maybe her pinpoint precision with her strikes, or her ability to adapt and dominate opponents inside the octagon. But there's so much more to the story than what we see during fight night. Her rise to UFC greatness isn't just about her athleticism, it's about the mindset she's built over a lifetime. The early beginnings. Martial arts as a way of life. Valentina Shevchenko wasn't just raised with a love for martial arts, she was practically born into it. Growing up in Kyrgyzstan, a country where combat sports are deeply respected, Shevchenko's journey into martial arts started early. But it wasn't just about learning how to fight. This was a discipline that became her way of life. From day one, she was taught the core values of martial arts: respect, honor, and the relentless pursuit of mastery. It wasn't just about the techniques or the flashy moves. Those were just the surface. For Valentina, martial arts became a philosophy that guided every aspect of her life. It taught her respect for her teachers, her fellow fighters, and most importantly, herself. Imagine being a young fighter, pushing your body to its limits every single day. But here's the thing, Valentina wasn't just training physically, she was molding her mindset. Every session, every lesson, every match, it was all about finding balance between physical power and mental discipline. This foundation laid the groundwork for what would eventually make her the champion she is today. Her fighting style, precision, power, and philosophy. Let's talk about her fighting style. When you watch Valentina in the octagon, it's clear. She is an artist in every sense of the word. Whether it's her devastating elbows or those signature knees, Valentina has turned striking into something that looks almost effortless. But don't get it twisted. It's far from easy. It's years of practice, hours of drilling techniques, and a never-ending obsession with perfection. Whether it's her deadly one-legged high kick or her sharp, efficient movement, she doesn't just rely on strength, she relies on strategy and technique. Every fight is a masterpiece in the making. But perhaps what sets her apart the most isn't just her technical skill, it's her mindset. Valentina embodies the spirit of martial arts. When she steps into that cage, it's not just about the victory. It's about mastering the art of combat one fight at a time. It's this relentless commitment to self-improvement that makes her not just a champion in the UFC, but a symbol of martial arts philosophy. A legacy of dominance. The Flyweight Queen. Fast forward to today, and Valentina Shevchenko is the undisputed queen of the UFC Flyweight division. Her reign has been nothing short of dominant. With 7 successful title defenses under her belt, she has not only set the bar for what it means to be a champion, she's raised it. But it's important to remember, none of this came easy. It took years of sacrifices, learning from each fight, each win, and each loss. She's continuously evolved, growing stronger, smarter, and even more dangerous with every challenge thrown her way. Her approach is simple, but powerful. Never stop learning. For Shevchenko, each day is an opportunity to learn something new, to sharpen her skills, and to get better. She doesn't rest on her laurels. And this hunger, this relentless pursuit of perfection, is what keeps her on top. The Alexa Grasso Trilogy. A rivalry for the ages. In 2023, Shevchenko's dominance in the flyweight division was tested by one of her fiercest rivals, Alexa Grasso. Their trilogy of fights captivated the MMA world, and for good reason. In the first fight, Shevchenko was cruising, controlling the fight until Grasso found a way to capitalize, catching her off guard and securing a victory. But don't be fooled, this wasn't the end of the story. In the second fight, Shevchenko fought with a renewed sense of urgency. It was a battle of wills, and she reclaimed her title in a hard-fought victory. But the fight ended controversially, with some calling it a split draw. The rivalry was far from over. The third bout was the most intense. With everything on the line, Shevchenko was determined to silence any doubts about her greatness, and that's exactly what she did. She came out with a level of sharpness and precision that was impossible to ignore. With her stunning footwork, impeccable timing, and calculated strikes, Valentina Shevchenko reclaimed her throne and showed the world why she's the greatest flyweight of all time. The future. Manon Fiorot, the next challenger. But there's always someone gunning for the throne. And in the world of MMA, the competition never stops. Enter Manon Fiorot, the French contender who has been making waves in the flyweight division. With her explosive power, speed, and technical skills, Fiorot is quickly rising up the ranks and becoming one of the biggest threats to Shevchenko's dominance. Fiorot's journey to the UFC title hasn't been easy. Raised in the competitive world of sports, she's always had a deep drive to be the best. Inspired by her father's passion for combat, Fiorot worked tirelessly to build her own career. With victories over some of the top fighters in the division, including former champions, Fiorot has earned her spot as the next contender for the flyweight crown. She's a fighter who combines precision and power, much like Shevchenko in her prime. But will she be able to dethrone the queen? That's the question on everyone's mind. Fiorot's rise to the top has been fast, but Shevchenko's experience and fighting IQ could prove to be the deciding factor. Shevchenko's passion for mastery beyond the octagon. Valentina Shevchenko's life is far from ordinary. Outside the octagon, she's a woman of many talents and interests. One of her most fascinating hobbies is her passion for weapons, specifically crafting them. Yes, you heard that right. When preparing for her UFC 315 title defense, Shevchenko celebrated her birthday by forging a bullet knife. In a hands-on demonstration, Shevchenko heated the steel to a scorching 2,000 degrees and shaped it with a hammer. No gloves, no distractions. It was a true display of precision and focus, mirroring the same discipline she applies to her MMA training. For Valentina, it's all connected. Whether it's creating a weapon or stepping into the octagon, it's about mastery, focus, and pushing herself to the limit. This unique birthday celebration wasn't just a hobby, it was a reflection of her warrior spirit. Just like martial arts, crafting weapons requires patience, discipline, and an understanding of potential dangers. Shevchenko's mindset is what makes her truly extraordinary. And with each new challenge, she continues to push herself further, growing stronger and more deadly than ever. The showdown. Shevchenko versus Fiorot. So what happens when these two fierce competitors meet in the octagon? Valentina Shevchenko, the battle-hardened champion with years of experience, versus Manon Fiorot, the rising star with something to prove. It's a fight that promises fireworks, and fans are already buzzing with anticipation. While Fiorot brings a powerful, fast-paced game, Shevchenko's experience and sharp techniques give her a clear edge. With her knee strikes, elbows, and unbeatable precision, Shevchenko has the tools to finish the fight in any number of ways. Whether through a knockout, submission, or TKO, she's ready for anything that comes her way. As the fight draws near, all eyes are on the flyweight division. Can Fiorot dethrone the queen? Or will Valentina Shevchenko continue her reign as the greatest flyweight champion the UFC has ever seen? Whatever happens, one thing is clear. Valentina Shevchenko's legacy is already cemented in the annals of MMA history. She's proven that it's not just about strength, it's about the discipline, the heart, and the mindset that turn a fighter into a champion. If you've enjoyed diving into Valentina Shevchenko's incredible journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the world of MMA. You won't want to miss what's coming next.